B2B Cambodia, the portal for business use in Cambodia.
Hi, thank you so much for speaking with us today. So first, could you just tell us a little bit about the book, what went into its creation, and who its key target audience is?
Okay, so I will say we did create this book 2 years ago when we had to organize a French-Cambodian business forum. So it was just after COVID. And the idea for us was, because Cambodia did reopen first, and the idea for us was kind of create a momentum where we will gather all French companies established in ASEAN countries. So by doing this, we did gather 200 companies, including 100 of them were coming directly from overseas. And the idea was for us to have something to give to them, a kind of introduction, let's say a shortcut to the Cambodian ecosystem for them to have a clear understanding about how you do business in Cambodia, how do you establish your companies, priority sectors, and this kind of thing. It was the first version, so 2 years ago, and now this is the second version.
Right, I see. And how do you think this book is different from other existing books or materials about investment in Cambodia?
I would say the first thing is in French. That's quite obvious. And also, we really try to be very pragmatic. So not too much think about, of course, we are talking about the legal ecosystem, but I would say most of the chapters have been approved by people doing business in Cambodia. For each sector. Construction, we did ask some people in construction to give us some advice. Retail, we did ask some French companies in retail also to give some advice. So we really try to do something easy to read, not too long, not too much wording, I will say, easy to understand, and let's say call to action.
Sure. And to just get a little bit into the actual content of the book, because I'm sure the book covers these subjects, so why should foreign investors come to Cambodia?
I will say we are always seeing a bit the same, but Cambodia, if you ask me, Cambodia, I will say is the most open market in Asia. So it will make sense. You don't need to have a local partner. It's quite easy to send money in and to send money out as well. Many advantages. Now we have the new law on investment with many new incentives for investors. We also have a new government with, I will say, a very young government compared to our neighbors. So normally speaking, I will say in Cambodia, it's very easy for the private sector to engage in discussion with the government. That's the first thing. And then as French, I will say French-Cambodian, we have a very, very good relationship. I think half of the current government can speak French. So it's very, very, very easy for us to engage into discussion with them. So it's like, and if you're living in Cambodia, I guess as well, Cambodia for me is, and so I would say, the land of freedom in the sense that we are quite free to start business. We are quite free. There is no limited sector. We don't have anyone telling us, oh, as a foreigner, you cannot do this. So I will say, yeah.
Okay. And what would you say are the key or most attractive industries for foreign or, I guess, French investors in Cambodia?
I will say Cambodia is at this stage where we will need investment in almost every sector. But if you ask me, I would say there is a boom at the moment on the retail market. So we have many malls opened and opening. So they are all looking for brands. They are all looking for food and beverage outlet. So I guess there is an opportunity here. We also know Cambodia is looking for more investors in the agriculture sector. France is quite like a big player in this segment as well. And then I will say construction, we are quite already heavily involved in Cambodia. We have a lot of French engineering firms, we have a lot of French architecture firms, we have some French construction companies, French suppliers as well. But of course we can get more. But if you ask me, I will say almost every sector is important at the moment.
And then just for my last question, what are some key tips that you have for any foreign or French investors who are interested in coming to Cambodia for the first time?
It's a good question. I will say first thing is don't do business at the first time. You have to come and come again. You have to study. You have to, let's say, meet a lot of people in order to assess whether there is a market for you or not. First thing for your services, for your product. I will say this is the first thing. And don't think that because you're successful overseas that you will be successful here. Cambodia seems to be very, very easy. So it's very easy to enter, but succeed in Cambodia can be a bit tough. So I will say you have to study. But to be honest, I think the same can be said from almost every market.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.